FRISCO. My 105.3 The fan colleague Bryan Broaddus of DallasCowboys.com is spitballing the idea of trading DeMarcus Lawrence. His reasoning is sound, and isn't at all a denigration of the player. Actually, Broaddus, himself a former NFL executive and scout, is chastising the Cowboys a bit for contributing to this contractual stalemate by not finding a way to get a deal done. So, why trade Tank? If this dispute continues on into the spring and summer, it brings a dark cloud with it. It will be a flirtation with dissent in the building and in the locker room. It will, in my opinion, be a betrayal of the Cowboys' own "we take care of our stars" policy, as I write here, fish column. That we sign our own policy. https://t.co/xloudmopic.twitter.com/jode3russ501, Mike Fisher. @FishSports, March 14, 2019. And of course, no deal means the team is robbed of the talents of one of its finest players. None of this is to say that I can pinpoint a villain here. Is one side's proposal too low? Is the other's too high? I know that Cowboys management felt it was making progress in talks with agent David Cantor back at the NFL Scouting Combine, and I've reported on Tank showing up to captains' workouts, a nice show of good faith, or at least locker room unity. But what if the Cowboys and DeMarcus Lawrence continue to fail to reach an agreement on a long-term contract? And the NFL draft approaches, and Dallas decides they are willing to trade Lawrence. In the end, nobody knows Lawrence's value better than the Cowboys do, and nobody values him more than the Cowboys do, either. If they are serious about winning in 2019, and I know they are, then they should value Tank's recent captain's workouts gesture. They should try to bury the hatchet. With agent Cantor, the relationship isn't a great one, and they should be willing to nudge from whatever place it is that they've always budgeted to retain this player. Because the massive cap room they carved out for this spring was largely part of the plan to retain him. Yes, it's a problem if Dallas insists on a deal with Tank along the lines of the way D Ford, he's not signing that anytime soon. And yes, if Tank wants to be paid like Khalil Mack, we've got the same level of problem on the other end of the teeter-totter. And if nobody budges, fine. Find me a trade that allows the 2019 urgency to remain intact. Find me an asset I can get in return that keeps the Cowboys in play as an NFC East favorite. And what does that trade look like? In my mind's eye, it looks like Ed Oliver. It's becoming a loud secret that here inside the Star in Frisco, when Will McClay and the scouting staff and the coaching staff are done with their big board input, Oliver, the Houston defensive tackle, is going to rank very, very high. Quinnen Williams of Alabama probably goes higher than he does. But Oliver is seen by the Cowboys scouting department as a difference maker. Trading Tank for a couple of maybes is not wise asset management by Dallas. Talking to teams in the top 10 of this draft about trading Tank for a potential Tank-level defensive lineman is. The obstacle there, though, is obvious. If Dallas sees Williams and Oliver as likely Tank-level forces only at a fraction of Lawrence's price, why wouldn't Dallas' potential trade partners see the same thing? Trading this Tank for the next Tank is a fine theory but one difficult to apply practically. The Cowboys are therefore likely left with the next best approach: finish carving out the path they've already begun with this Tank.